Hey everybody, today we're going to be making some bacon wrapped stuffed Swiss cheese mushroom burgers. These are so flavorful and delicious, you really need to try this recipe. I'm going to show you my method of how to put these burgers together, how to stuff them, and we're going to wind up smoking these on our Green Mountain Grill pellet smoker at 250 degrees for about an hour and 45 minutes until we get a safe temperature, and the last step is going to be to melt some cheese on the top of these, which I'll show you in a little bit. We're basically going to start by dicing up a Vidalia sweet onion, and then we're going to also chop up some mushrooms. You can use the mushrooms of your choice. Once we have these all diced and chopped, we're going to saute these in a pan with about a tablespoon and a half of vegetable oil. We're going to go ahead and add our onions and our mushrooms, let things start to get hot and sizzle, and we are going to want to season these with a little bit of salt and some black pepper as well. We're going to let these go until the onions become translucent and the mushrooms have softened up as well. Now, the stuffed burgers that we're making today aren't just simply two patties pressed together with some stuff in the middle, kind of like a Juicy Lucy. What this is a take on something you may have seen or heard about called a beer can stuffed burger. I don't have a beer can handy, so I'm going to be using a bottle of water to help create what I'm going to call the divot inside the burger that we're going to use to actually place the stuffing. Now, once we place that water bottle into the beef and create that divot, we want to kind of reshape the outer edges of that burger, and then take a slice of bacon and wrap it around. One slice, if you're using a half-pound burger patty like I am, just fits nicely around. Now, we are going to place some toothpicks on the ends to help keep the bacon in place while cooking, but we're going to go ahead and complete the process on all four burgers. You can see the toothpicks in place. We'll remove those once the cooking is done. Okay, we've got our burgers ready to be stuffed, but before we stuff them, I'm going to sprinkle them with a little bit of a beef seasoning rub that I normally use on brisket or other beef products like beef ribs. This will season up the beef, and then to stuff the burgers, the first thing I'll do is I'm using Swiss cheese here, so I'll lay a little bit of Swiss cheese down at the bottom of the divot. Remember, this is not a donut. You don't want to push that hole all the way through. You do want a layer of beef on the bottom to hold all the stuffing in place. Then we complete the process by loading each up with the mushroom and onion mixture that we had sauteed before. As you see, we've got our smoker set at 250 degrees, and we are ready to cook. The hard part's done. Assembling these burgers will take you a little bit of time to saute your mushroom and onion stuffing and to form the burgers, get them wrapped in bacon, and get them ready to cook. But once they are, all you have to do is put them in place. I'm putting a temperature probe in. Now, this is kind of important that when you place a temperature probe in these, that you put it in the thickest part of the meat. You don't want it to go into the area where the stuffing is, because that won't give you an idea or an accurate idea if that hamburger is cooked properly. So once the temperature of the hamburger gets up to 160, we're going to put a healthy topping of more Swiss cheese on each patty. Now, our finished temperature is going to be when that hamburger reaches a safe temperature of 165 degrees. So the burgers had cooked about 90 minutes up to this point. We added the cheese, and we're going to let them cook for another 10 to 15 minutes, and they should be good to go. The burgers have reached a safe temperature of 165. The bacon is cooked properly as well, and they are done and ready to eat. They smell unbelievable. The mushroom and Swiss and the onions and the beef and the bacon. I mean, it's just a combination of flavors that you're just going to love. I must admit, I really love a great Swiss cheese mushroom burger, and with this being wrapped in bacon, it just puts it over the top. You could use provolone cheese on top and get more of a Philly cheesesteak type of effect, but do whatever feels best to you and sounds good, and just go for it. Well, that'll wrap up the bacon wrapped stuffed Swiss cheese mushroom burger video. If you like the video, please press like, subscribe to the channel, check out our website, smokeandgrill.com, and we will see you next time.